Okay, another kind of different kind of thing that happens is a canon. So I think we probably talked about canons before as a very kind of simple idea, right? A canon is when you have some music that starts and then kind of echoes along. Let me just show you an example. Like a canon would be something like, let's see, let's add a couple measures here. And let's take our fugue subject just for the heck of it. And let's make a canon out of it. This will be a little messy, but so let's take this. Let me get rid of the intervals so it's not super ugly. And then I'm just going to do this a few times. Okay, so then here we'll start another one, and here we'll start another one. So exactly the same, just like in canon, right? So we start here, no transposition, and it just keeps going, right? Let's just out of curiosity hear what that does. This might be a total mess. Oh, actually, this one is going to be exactly the same as the top one. They just line up. So let's do. Can I do that? There we go. So now this one is off by 2 beats. And let's move it down an octave just to make it distinguishable, which is allowed in a canon. Okay, and then we can delete those 2 notes that I just added to space it out. Okay, let's try now. Okay, so that sounds terrible. It's not as easy as we think, right? It can be a little ugly, but that's what a canon is, right? So we can use a canon, but done not as stupid as that one, in a fugue. So check this out. This is an invention, so it's a little bit different than a fugue, but not all that much different. And this is a new one. This is invention number 2 in C minor. What we have here is the subject used as a canon. Now, how is that different? Here's what makes it different. So here's the subject. Okay, that's the subject. What happens next is the counter subject happens in the right hand up here, right? But in the left hand, we get the subject again, which is common in invention. But then at the end of it, we get the counter subject. It just continues going. So these continue to go in parallel for a long time. So subject and counter subject are kind of chasing each other, and that's a canon. Let's hear this first part. And and eventually will lead to elements of counterpoint, subject episodes, and things like that with it. But the subject is really kind of presented as a canon where the subject and counter subject are kind of chasing each other like that. And that's how you can use a canon in fugues and inventions. And it's something that we see Bach employ quite a bit.